Hello, thanks for joining. My name is Megan, and today we have a short mobility sequence. Yoga inspired movement will flow in and out with breath. As always, please listen to your body, take rest when you need to, and hopefully, this practice will support you in creating more movement and freedom in your body. We'll start in a supine position, so come all the way down to your back. With your feet flat on the mat, knees point up towards the ceiling, can you rest your hands on your hips? Soften your shoulders from your ears. And take a few rounds of breath for yourself. Observe the flow of your breath. Acknowledge each rise and fall of your inhales and exhales. And starting to create a cadence of breath. Can you match the length of each inhale to the length of each exhale? And again, allowing your breath to be your guide as we move in and out of poses, shapes, to create more comfort in the joints, more comfort in the body. We'll start with some gentle movement for the hips. Heel toe your feet towards the outer edge of your mat. And start a slow windshield wiper motion, knees rock from side to side. They might fall all the way down towards your mat or the earth. You can let one knee fall in towards the center line at a time. And check in with how this feels around your hip joints and in your low back. Again, see if you can match the movement to your cadence of breath. So as you inhale, draw through center. As you exhale, drop to one side. And let's meet back through center. Heel toe your feet back into hip distance. Tuck your tailbone and draw your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a gentle squeeze. You can rock from side to side, soft massage for the back body. Then bring your right hand to your right shin, left hand to your left shin. Let's draw circles with the knees. So as you inhale, can you draw your knees out to either side of your space, up towards the ceiling, and exhale, slowly tuck your knees back in towards your chest. Nice and slow, inhale, open up. And exhale, draw inward. 3 more in this direction, slow circles with your breath. Again, checking in with how this feels around the hip joint. One more time, big inhale breath. And exhale, draw in. Let's reverse the direction. Slowly send your knees up towards the ceiling with your inhale out to the sides. Exhale, tuck your knees in towards your chest. That's it. Inhale, big circle up. And exhale, tuck in. 3 more. Enjoy this here with your breath. See if you can relax any tension in the shoulders. Use your hands for a bit of support to guide the movement. And next time your knees meet your chest, pause and hold. Okay. Send your legs up towards the ceiling, arms up towards the ceiling. For the joints in the wrists, the ankles, let's take a few circles in each direction. Point and flex through your ankle. A soft shake for the legs and the arms. Let this feel good. And then take your hands to the back of your right leg, whether that's at the ankle, the calf, or in behind the thigh, and lower your left heel to a hover. We'll invite some activation of the core here as you draw your navel down towards the mat. Option to lift the back of your shoulder blades and your head away from the mat as well. Keep drawing the navel down, and we'll alternate. Left leg will draw in, lower your right heel to a hover. You can bend your knees as much as you need to create a bit of ease in the back of the legs. Alternate right leg in, left heel to hover, and switch. Left leg in, right heel to hover. Attach your breath. Inhale. Switch. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do a few more on each side. Maybe get the benefit of the core challenge, but also this opportunity to create some space in the back of the legs. Okay, one more each side. Right leg in. Left leg in. And meet back through center. Lower your shoulders, back of your head to the mat. Tuck your knees in towards your chest. Another squeeze in. And let's rock and roll along the spine. Take your hands to the back of your knees. Rock a few times and meet in an easy seat. Cross leg or bound angle facing the top of your mat. Okay. Then from here, take your hands onto your knees or your shins. Let's use an inhale breath to slowly guide the chest forward. Lift your gaze, your chin. And as you exhale, tuck your navel to your spine, round into your back body as you tuck your chin to your chest. Again, inhale. Okay, chest gaze move through. Exhale, round, navel to spine, chin to chest. So this is like cow-cat movement, just taking it from a seated position. Inhale, lift. Exhale, draw in. Let's take two more. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale, breath. And exhale. Okay, slowly roll forward. Come onto all fours into a tabletop. Spread your fingertips wide, knees stack in below hips. And slowly extend your right leg long behind you. Stay up onto your toes and add a slow rock forward and back. You just check in with where the sensation arrives in your body. Can you soften your shoulders from your ears? Switch over to the other side. Right knee will meet the mat. Extend your left leg long behind you and invite that gentle rock forward and back. Just check in with what comes up for you. And then slowly, left knee will meet the mat. Take your knees out wide, child's pose. Send your hips towards your heels, land your forehead on the mat. You might even flip your palms up towards the ceiling to give the wrists an opportunity to rest. And then let's keep moving with your hands on the mat. With your inhale, can you shift forward? Keep your knees out wide. We'll take a modified push-up. Slowly lower your chest to hover. Your elbows graze your rib cage. Inhale, press up and send your hips back towards your heels. Exhale, breath. Again, inhale, shift forward. Keep your core engaged, slow lower, and press up and back. And with your breath, let's take three more. This calls upon a bit of strength. Exhale, slow lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale, press back. Two more. Inhale. Exhale, slow lower. Inhale, press up. And exhale, press back. One more time, you can do it. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Child's pose. Exhale. Okay. Inhale, come back up onto all fours, tabletop. Tuck your knees back in hip distance. Slide your right hand forward, extend your left leg long. Open to a modified side plank. Reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. Anchor down through your right fingertips. And let's take some big circular movements for the left shoulder. So you can sweep your fingertips back behind you down to the mat. Sweep your arm up and over. Attach your breath to the movement. And notice if you're locking into your right elbow, can you soften just to protect the elbow joint? A couple more big circles. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Land your left hand down on the mat. Right away, let's take the other side. Okay, so left hand slightly forward, right leg long, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Grip into your fingertips, soft bend in your left elbow to support the joint. Big circle, fingertips down towards your mat, up and overhead. You let this feel good for the shoulder joint. Work slowly so you can acknowledge anything that doesn't feel good. You allow your breath to guide you 3 more rounds. Last one, inhale. Exhale, lower your right hand down to the mat, both knees onto the mat. Tuck your toes, downward dog, right into a forward fold to the back of your mat. So we'll come off the wrist. Standing at the back of your mat, bend your knees as much as you need to feel comfort in the back of the legs, or at least less stress. Inhale, halfway lift lengthens, and the crown of your head towards the top of your space. Back of your neck is long, core is on. Exhale, forward fold. 2 more, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. 1 more time, just like that. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, hug. Let's rise all the way up to stand. Bend your knees, anchor through your feet, reach your arms overhead. Take a full body stretch at the top. And exhale, bring your hands to meet at heart center. Shoulders get a big roll up and back. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Another full body stretch. As you exhale, slowly hinge forward. Take an inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale with your hands on the mat. Walk all the way forward to a plank pose. So your hands meet the mat, top of your mat. Stay high on your toes, squeeze into your quads and your glutes. We're here just for transition. So option to lower your knees down to the mat or keep the back of your knees lifted. Slowly lower all the way down to your belly. Okay, slide your hands off the mat, tent up onto your fingertips. So I'll turn to face you here. You're still on your belly, but your fingertips meet the mat. Elbows point up towards the ceiling, kind of like daddy long legs. Okay? And on your inhale, can you press into your fingertips to lift your chest? As you exhale, drop your right shoulder towards the midline and gaze over your left. Inhale, press into your fingertips, and exhale, slow twist over. Gaze to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, drop right shoulder, gaze left. Inhale, press up. Exhale, drop left shoulder, gaze right. 1 more time, each side. Inhale, press up. Drop right shoulder, gaze to the left. Inhale through center. Drop left shoulder, gaze to the right. Inhale, come back up through center. As you exhale, slowly lower all the way down to the mat. With your hands on the mat, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Press away from the mat, lift your hips up and back. Pedal out your knees a few times. This is our first time landing and exploring down dog, so let this feel good. You can pedal out your knees, shake out your head, sway your hips. And then meet with your feet slightly wider than hip distance. You're welcome to shorten your down dog and bend your knees. If you are really tight in the back of the legs or the low back, you will want to walk your feet in a little bit more. Now anchor through your left palm. Take your right hand to your outer left thigh, calf, or ankle as you send your gaze underneath your left armpit. Okay, there's a twist. Inhale, come back through center, right hand to the mat. Let's try the other side. Left hand to your outer right thigh, calf, or ankle as you gaze underneath right side body. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, twist to the right. 1 more time each side. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist, gaze left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist, gaze right. Both hands on the mat. Step your feet back in hip distance. Come high on your tiptoes. Look to the top of your mat. Step or float all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rise up to stand, full body stretch, big stretch at the top of your mat. And exhale, hands meet your side body. Give your shoulders another big roll. From the top of the mat, we'll take a standing side body stretch. Reach your arms up with your inhale breath. Reach for your right wrist with your left hand. Take an inhale. And exhale, slow hinge over to the left side of your space. Again, we're here for mobility, so we'll flow with breath. Inhale, come back up through center. Try the other side, slow hinge over to the right. We'll add a slight back bend to this sequence. Inhale, come through center. Open your arms to cactus as you exhale, round back. So you squeeze into your glutes, hip bones move forward, upper body back as you keep your chest lifted. Inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale through center, side bend to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, back bend, cactus your arms. Inhale, rise up one more time through that sequence. Exhale, hinge to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, hinge to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, reach up. Separate your feet hip distance. Bend your knees a lot and slow fold all the way forward. All right, friends, inhale, halfway lift. This time from your forward fold, pause. Take your hands behind you, interlace the grip, and allow that interlace grip to fall overhead. Bend your elbows, keep the heel of each hand tight. Focus less on how far you can drop the hands, but more about creating sensation across the chest. Flowing with breath, inhale, lift your chest slightly. As you exhale, drop your left shoulder towards your left knee, gaze over the right side. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, drop your right shoulder to your right knee, gaze over your left. So you can bend deeper into the knee as you twist. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist, gaze right. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist, gaze left. One more time each side. Inhale. Exhale, twist right. Inhale. Exhale, twist, gaze left. Inhale, come through center. Slowly release the bind. Fingertips meet the mat. Take an inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, a downward facing dog. Step your feet back, lift your hips, let your head hang heavy, shake it out. Okay, adding a few lunges. Lift your right leg up and back behind you. Bend your right knee, stack your hip. Come high to your left toes, look forward, and land your right foot to the top of your mat. Lower your left knee, top of your foot, and stack your hands onto your right thigh. Shoulders get that slow roll down and back. So your inhale breath will hold you here in your low lunge. With your exhale, bring your hands to your mat, tuck your back toes, slide your hips back and fold forward over your right leg. You can keep this knee bent as much as you need to release stress in the back of your right leg. We'll flow with breath. Inhale, shift forward. Okay, lower into your lunge, hands meet your right thigh. Exhale, hands to your mat, hips slide back, fold over your right leg. 3 more with your breath. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale, slow fold. Okay, let's meet together at the top of the mat. Right foot will meet the mat. Tuck your left toes under. Okay, and this time we'll add a slightly different movement. Holding this lunge with the right foot flat, keep your back knee lifted. Plant your left hand flat to the mat and reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. So you're in a twisting lunge. Take another inhale breath. As you exhale, drop your hands to the inside of your right foot. Walk to the long edge of your mat, then come into a side squat. So you'll bend deep into your left knee, lower your sit bones towards your left heel. Your right leg is extended long towards the top of your mat. We'll take our time to settle into this. We'll walk your hands back towards the top of your mat. Left hand flat, stay high on your left toes, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling to twist. Exhale, hands to the mat, walk through the long edge, bend your left knee, and extend your front leg long. We'll stay here for a few rounds of breath for you to find your groove. Okay. You're welcome if it's not available to bend all the way down into the left knee, to take a side lunge variation so you can keep just a soft bend in that back knee. Walk yourself forward with your inhale, right arm up, and exhale, come through to your side lunge or side squat. Okay, let's do a couple more. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. You're welcome to slow that down if you need a couple of breaths to get through the transitions, okay? Slowly come towards the top of your mat. Bring your hands flat. Step your right foot back to meet your left. There is your downward facing dog. Let's explore the other side. Lift your left leg up and back behind you. Bend your knees, stack your hip, look forward. Left foot will land at the top of your mat. Shimmy your right toes back. Lower your right knee. Walk your hands onto your left thigh. Shoulders roll down and back. So you're here for your inhale, breath, and lunge. On your exhale, hands to the mat. Slide your hips to the back of your space. Extend your left leg long. Inhale, walk forward, left foot to the mat, hands to left thigh. And exhale, hands to the mat, hips slide back and fold. Let's do 3 more together. Inhale, shift forward. And exhale, press back. 2 more. Inhale, shift forward. And exhale, press back. 1 more time. Inhale. Your breath is your guide. Slow, steady cadence. Exhale, hips press back and fold. Okay. Let's meet at the top of the mat. Left foot flat. Tuck your right toes. Right hand flat this time. Left arm will twist open to your twisted lunge. Okay, left shoulder rolls back. Hips are steady square. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to the inside of your left foot. Walk to the long edge of your mat. Bend your right knee. Hips or sit bones move towards your right heel as your left leg extends long. Remember, you can stay more upright. Okay, now we'll find that flow with breath. My blinds are getting in the way a bit here. Inhale, left arm will reach up. Exhale, walk to the long edge of your mat to your side squat. Now, if you need a bit more time to slow down these transitions, here's your option. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Pause in your lunge for an inhale. Exhale, transition forward. Inhale to twist. Okay, so you can slow it down. Move within the range and the capacity of your body, of your breath. There's no rush. We're just exploring movement and creating some ease in the body. Okay, let's take a few more rounds. And last 2. And last one. Okay. Well, when you're ready, you can meet in downward facing dog. So walk your hands to the top of your mat. Send your feet back, pedal your knees right, left. And then let's all lower down to sit hips on heels. Okay, take a moment. You can close down your eyes, reconnect to your breath, land back in your body. And this next movement is dancing camel. So I'll give you some options. Option 1, you're welcome to take camel pose with your knees on the mat, hip distance apart, hands to your lower back. Inhale, press into your glutes as you send your quads, hips forward, lift through your chest and round back. Okay, you're welcome to hold here for 5 or so breaths. For those of you hoping to work through camel pose with more mobility, we'll take dancing camel. So same setup on your knees, hip distance apart, but we'll use the inhale breath to reach right hand back to right heel. Tuck your toes, it might feel a bit more comfortable. Right hand to right heel as you sweep your left arm up and over, hips move forward. Okay. With your exhale, send your hips back towards your heels. Take your left hand to your left heel and sweep your right arm up and over. Okay. Exhale, hips move back, torso will hinge forward. Inhale, sweep left arm up and over. Exhale, kick back. And inhale, open up. You're welcome to, again, move at your own pace. Find the cadence that makes sense and feels safe in your body. You're welcome to explore new space as it opens up. Maybe that means opening your chest and gaze towards the ceiling. And we'll stay here for just a few more rounds of breath. You're welcome to linger and play in this movement for a bit longer if it's feeling really good. Make sure you're squeezing your glutes at the top to support your back body. You're hopefully not feeling any strain in your back. And then next time you come through center, you can slowly soften that movement. Lower your hands down to the mat. Sit back, hips on heels. Close down your eyes and let that settle. So we're starting to wind down. Swing your legs out in front. With your legs long out front, a few options actually for this seated forward fold, flow with breath. You can take legs extended out in front. You're welcome to take wide legs, so V shape with the legs, more of a straddle position, or you're welcome to take bound angle, so that soles of the feet together, knees open up. Whichever variation you are choosing to take, we won't force ourselves to land right into the fold. We'll really slowly work towards it with the breath. Okay. So on your inhale, find a place for your hands to rest. If your legs are extended, it might be on your thighs. If they're open, it might be on your mat. If you're in bound angle, it might be at your feet. Okay. So take an inhale, really tall spine. With your exhale, slowly begin to hinge forward, hinging right from the hips. Okay. Inhale, breath again. And exhale, slow hinge. Okay, you're welcome to keep the knees slightly bent if it's feeling like a lot on the lower body. But again, we're not forcing, just exploring how the body opens up with the breath. Little inhale, softly settle, exhale. Okay. Inhale and exhale. And then when you feel like you've met that point of resistance where the body's not moving any further, continue to use that slow shift of breath to support you to create ease in whatever variation you've landed in. Okay, so it's really subtle once you've hit that edge, but know that your breath can support you in holding here and slowly releasing the resistance. So although it might not be as big and bold of movement, the breath is still moving you, still guiding you. The breath is creating this internal mobility. Take a few more rounds of breath. Your next inhale will guide you back up through center. Take your hands in behind you. Slowly bend your knees or draw your knees back in if you took another variation, and come all the way on to your back. Bring your knees in towards your chest when you land on your back here. And then open your arms up to a cactus or a T. Send your knees forward so they stack up over your hips. Then slowly rock your knees towards the right side of your space just to a hover. And then come back up through center. Other side, knees rock over to the left. And come back through center. Okay, this is our final movement to create that ease in the low back, create some space in the outer line of each leg. And maybe in this moment, you allow your breath to return to more of its natural, organic cadence, letting go of any restriction in breath you may have created, rocking out any final bits of tension in the physical body. And then slowly keep the rock, but lower your feet down to the mat. Rock your knees from side to side. Eventually extend your legs out long down the length of your mat. Take your arms out to either side of your space. And soften into your final pose, Shavasana. Scan your body for balance. Check in with sensation, with any energy flowing. Can you feel new space, new freedom around your joints as you scan from the tips of your toes to your fingertips to the top of your head? And allow your breath to freely move in and out of your body as you settle into this place of ease. I'll leave you resting here. Take as much time as you need and as you can today. Thank you so much for choosing to practice with me today. It's such a pleasure to guide you. Would love to hear how this felt in your body. And from my heart to yours, namaste.